are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it. What?
I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. At Tanagra.
Are you good with that?
When the walls fell.
Okay.
This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason.
Yeah.
For those of you listening, you just heard the introduction song. For those of us in the room, for the first time,
ever,
we're starting the show without hearing Dave's. It's the best part of Lauer Road Radio is Dave's intro song, and I'm so just out of sorts.
I blame Harrison.
Yeah,
I'm
it
feeling
is
a bit
Harrison's fault.
kerfuffled
Yeah,
about it.
Harrison is here, and he is running the sound, and he cleared the SD card. He's like, I'm just going to clear it. And Jason was like, no, don't clear it. He's like, I think I should clear it, you know? And Jason's like, if you do that, we'll lose the
Does
stuff.
it say format?
He's like, trust me, we're not going to lose it, all right? Who's the expert? And then he presses it, and he's like, we lost it. You idiot.
It might be gone forever.
Yeah.
You might have to have a new intro.
This might not
I'm
even
just
be
saying,
recording.
When I was on the soundboard, that never would have happened.
It would have
Because I
happened.
didn't press any buttons.
Yeah, a lot of things wouldn't have happened. Jesse's also here. Preston, our information czar, is not here tonight. He has a case of the hot snakes.
Yep.
And if you don't know what the hot snakes are,
Google it.
good for you, first of all.
Hot snakes.
I envy you, right? Secondly, just Google it, and then you can find out whatever Preston's dealing with. right now.
Don't Google image it. That's disgusting.
Okay, don't Google image hot snakes. But if maybe...
Just read the Wikipedia on it.
Just I guess maybe Wikipedia. Yeah, Wikipedia hot snakes. So anyway, we got a few things to talk about. Jesse is one of these guys. And
I am.
He's one of these guys that likes to fashion himself a businessman, right? He college dropout. College
Yeah.
dropout.
Steve
and
Jobs.
So at one point, they all say that.
Zucks.
They all
Me
say
and
that.
Zucks,
Yeah, they all
same
say
level.
that. And they start some shady business in their garage, and like, so did Microsoft start in a garage.
I'm
like,
an entrepreneur.
Yeah, you're not Steve Jobs.
Definitely not a pyramid scheme.
You're not Mike Lindell. And so he likes to fashion himself a businessman, right? And he thinks he's an entrepreneur. Listens to these stupid entrepreneurial podcasts and multiple streams of income, blah blah blah. And they got some idiot that's like, if this guy was such an expert, if he was such an expert,
he'd be selling the books.
He'd be making billions of dollars, right? And he
Yeah.
wouldn't spend hours every week working on a podcast. It's probably paying him almost nothing, right? If you really know what you're talking about, then why are you even doing a podcast? It's
That's
for the
right.
people? No. It's because and I know people like this. JW is one of them. JW Marriott is my favorite hotel.
MN?
MN? Not as much as he used to be. Not as much. I love you, Matt. All right, so multiple streams of income. So Jesse has started yet another shady business.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you're in the market for a used and I can't stress this enough. If you're in the market for a used mattress, and who doesn't want that? Then you can call Jesse, and he can hook you up with a used mattress, and he's gonna sell you some line about it's basically new, but it's not, because if it was, then you could buy it off of their website, but you can't. You got to find it on Jesse's Facebook Marketplace. That's how you buy these.
And Craigslist.
Listen, I'd pick up a mattress on the side of the road before I bought one on Craigslist. So anyway, Jesse's selling mattresses. Do you have any right now that you just want to let the people know about?
Nope, just sold out, man. Sold my first one to your
All right.
son.
Yeah, I know. I'm not.
And here's
I was like,
here's where I find myself. Jesse, I'm in the market for a mattress.
know.
Listen, I'm looking for a mattress.
Well, if he can get me a $3,000 mattress for $500,
yeah,
Hey.
and we don't. I mean, it's not like guaranteed that someone died in it. Like we don't know that someone died in it.
It's not confirmed.
You just can't. You look at the stains and
Yeah.
you just assume the best. It's just their kid spilled fruit punch on it.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yes. And the bullet holes, we don't know.
Yeah.
So, mattress.com/Jesse Shrink.
Yeah, and then enter Lauer Road Radio.
Yeah.
When you go to Jesse's Facebook Marketplace and you buy something, go to the thing and enter in Lauer Road Radio as your code.
Listen, if
And
someone did that
and
they bought one of my mattresses,
Yeah.
I would give them
Okay.
a percent. I'd
Okay.
give them a little coupon deal.
2%.
All right.
Something like that. You know.
Speaking of 2%,
Milk.
why are we drinking 2% milk?
It's-
Just whole milk, right?
Yeah.
And they don't call
2% milk is just whole milk with water.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
1% is even worse.
At Panera, they have skim milk as an option.
Why?
It'd be better just to put white food coloring in water and call that milk. It's not milk.
It's not milk.
Listen, if you want to drink skim milk, that's weird. That's on you. But why would you put it in your coffee? It's just watering down your coffee. It doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
No sense whatsoever.
Zero sense.
Just do a
I
tab
would put-
of heavy cream.
And this is saying a lot.
Yeah.
I would put almond milk or oat milk in my coffee before I
Before
put
skim
skim
milk.
I
milk
want to
in
know
my
why
coffee.
they call almond milk almond milk. Right?
Well-
Because every other thing that you extract liquid from that does not have udders
is oil.
is juice.
Well, almond juice.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying you should squeeze it and the juice of the almond comes out.
I would
right?
say it's oil.
Well, there's coconut milk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you don't squeeze it. It's contained.
No, what's
I've
inside the
squeezed some
coconut is
coconuts.
water. It's the coconut milk comes from the flesh of the coconut. It doesn't come from when you open up a coconut water coconut water is a different thing.
Yeah.
The coconut milk comes from
Coconut
the
water is nasty.
Coconut water is nasty, and anybody that says they like it is pretentious.
That's
okay?
right.
And you know
More
and
so than
listen,
you.
That's saying something. When I call you pretentious,
Yeah.
and I know there's somebody who their brother. No, wait a minute. Yes, somebody who listens to the show and their brother drinks coconut water. I'm not going to call him out. Okay.
What are the initials?
Blake Roadhamel, okay? And he drinks coconut water, okay? And he pretends like, oh, it's so good for your vocal cord. No,
Stop.
it's not. You know, you drink that for the same reason that I go to the pretentious coffee shop.
Yeah.
Not because I think it's good. I taste it I'm like, oh, this coffee's so good. You know, it's not. It's not, okay? Nobody liked coconut water, and we'd appreciate it if you stopped pretending that you did.
We went
okay?
to Great Wolf Lodge as a family
Uh-huh.
a couple years ago down in Dallas, and we went to Kroger's. We were going to buy some food and like snacks and stuff like that. Eat, you know. And I saw there was a bunch of coconuts. I'm going to get a coconut.
Sure, of
So I
course.
bought a coconut. I brought it home. Back to the
I
hotel.
love a fresh coconut.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't have the tools necessary
You
to
need
open
tools.
this coconut.
You can't just slam it on the ground.
I tried.
Uh-huh.
I had a multi-tool.
Yeah.
And I spent 4 hours with this multi-tool getting this stupid coconut. And then I got to the coconut water. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this. And I told all the kids, like, this is the best part.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and they all took a drink and everybody's like,
it's
puking and
horrible.
spitting it up.
Nobody
Yeah.
likes
No, it's
coconut water.
awful.
I
Yeah.
watched. I got Chinese from this place in Bucyrus. And it's this little Chinese restaurant that half the year it's open and half the year it's closed down because of health code violations.
Yeah, that you know it's good then.
And you know it's good.
Yeah.
And you walk in, you watch them make your food, and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is not clean, but it's delicious.
Yeah.
And I watched a dude as he's preparing my food take a whole coconut, bust it open, and just start drinking it over the grill. He didn't have a hairnet on. He was sweating profusely. And I was like, you know what?
Do you do anything else profusely? I think you only sweat profusely. Have you ever heard that phrase, that word behind any other word?
I don't think I have. Could you bleed profusely?
I don't know. I've only heard sweating
Did you
profusely.
vomit profusely?
We'll look it up. I don't know how even you
Oh,
look
if
that
Preston
up.
wasn't
Oh, stop.
something else profusely
Stop,
right
stop.
now.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing it
So
up.
I remember, speaking of mattresses, we'll go back to Jesse's shady used mattress business. And business is a strong word for it. But
There's an exchange of money.
I remember when Levi was really little and he was just getting out of his like baby bed.
Yeah.
And we were getting him like a big boy bed, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
what is that, a full size or a twin or whatever
Yeah.
that small one is? Twin mattress. So I see, and mattresses are expensive, by the way.
Yes,
Like
yes.
crazy expensive.
Yeah.
He is a 30 pound like 5-year-old kid or whatever. Like, it's not like he doesn't need anything.
He could sleep on the floor and be fine.
He would be fine.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking for any kind of like cutting edge, just super nice mattress, right?
Yeah.
And so I see this mattress store in town has a sale.
Yeah.
Right? It's like an $80 mattress, brand new. And I'm like, good. That's what we're going to get for him because he doesn't care. He's a kid. We'll put a couple blankets down or whatever, you know? And so I walk in and there's of course, all of these places, they just completely attack you the moment you walk into a furniture or mattress store. How can I help you? And I was like, yeah, I saw in the paper there's an $80 mattress that's for sale. He's like, well, here's the thing. That is our lowest grade mattress, you know? And I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's
It's $80.
I was like,
Is there a cheaper one?
Is there a cheaper one? He's like, who is this for? And I was like, it's for my son. He's like, I just don't know that I would want my kid sleeping on this mattress. I'm like, you're selling it.
Yeah.
Like, you made a big deal about me coming in here and buying this mattress. And he's like, I don't think it's a very good mattress. I don't think
Because he makes zero commission on
he
it.
has zero
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It was
got
an
me,
advertisement.
You got me into the store. He's like, I don't even know if we have any, to be honest with you. I was like,
Yeah.
are you serious? You don't have any? He's like, well, we've got this $150 or $200 thing. I'm like, I don't want that. I want the $80 mattress. He's like, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go into our
Warehouse.
our warehouse,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have to send the guys back there. I was like, send the guys back to get it. I don't care.
I'll go help him.
He's like, it's gonna take 30 minutes. I was like, I got all day for a cheap mattress, and he's like, I just don't think this is a good idea. And I was so upset about it. But I got my $80
Did it
mattress.
turns out-
I brought it home.
Yeah.
Erica was irate. I was like, this is a cheap mattress.
But
Like,
for the $100, that was like the deluxe.
yeah, I don't know.
20
I was
bucks
like,
more.
we'll just put a couple blankets on it and pat it. You know, she's like, you can see the springs coming out. I'm like, he's 5. What does he care? And I don't think he ever complained.
Yeah, that's funny. Our first mattress that we had for all the kids, I'm not sure how I acquired this mattress.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it from someone. Mm-hmm. It came from a nursing home.
Oh, that's
It was a plastic mattress. The entire thing was plastic.
Yeah.
And all the kids, as you know, they went from
So
because
this
they're
was
going
where
through
you-
the diaper
This
thing.
is where you pee the bed.
You pee the bed, and you just wipe it down. Lysol,
Yeah.
wipe it, and you're good to
I'll
go.
bet you would sweat like crazy on that mattress. There's no breathing there.
Listen,
be
this
a-
is not my problem.
That's true.
It's their
That's
problem.
true. That's true. So you graduate from the plastic mattress and then the
Onto a
next
big
kid
boy
gets
mattress. Yeah.
big boy mattress.
So it's
So
everybody's
which one of your kids is the youngest?
Teddy's still on it.
He's
yeah.
still on it. Yeah. That's what you're gonna say. Yeah, he's still there.
No, we left that mattress behind at one of the houses.
What's the one above Teddy?
Gus.
Gus. I always forget about
Most people
Gus.
do.
Say
yeah.
most people do. He's very
Yeah.
under the radar.
Savannah and I
but
had
he
a-
likes it that way.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Under the
want
radar.
He doesn't want you to know who he is. Teddy, he does.
Savannah and I had a 15-minute conversation naming your kids the other day, and I was like, "No, there's another one that looks a lot like Gus or a lot like Teddy."
Yeah.
And Savannah's like, "Well, it's not Gideon." I was like, "No, it's not Gideon.
No,
He
it's
and
not-
Teddy look
definitely not
nothing."
Gideon.
And I was like, "And I know Harrison."
It's not Harrison.
I'm
And
like-
Stella's a girl.
And Stella's a girl.
Yeah.
And we seriously, for like 10, 15 minutes, I was like, I don't know. And we never came to the conclusion. So,
It's Gus.
Gus.
Yep.
You know,
You should bring Gus sometime.
Yeah, if you'd like the show. I mean,
Jason hasn't even seen him for 5 days. So
Jason's like, I forget about him sometimes too.
I texted him earlier to walk the dog. Still haven't seen him. So.
you know, my son recently got engaged. I don't know if we've said this on the show. He put a ring on it. It's official.
It's official.
It's
yeah.
official.
I think prior it wasn't official.
It was like we all knew about it, but it was like, talk to me when there's a ring on it.
Yeah.
And so now she's got a ring on her finger, and they're officially engaged.
and 8 months you'll be a granddad.
I was just like, well, and she's like, we birth early. I was like, I don't think,
They got
Premature,
engaged, and
it
then
happens.
I don't think that is
Listen,
the thing.
they got engaged, and then they bought a mattress.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
That's true. They did. That's true. They did. Anyway, he's engaged, and so I know that this is. We're gonna keep on making jokes, you know. And I've already made fun of her brother, so I feel bad about this, you know. But so we don't need to make any more jokes, okay? This is gonna be a serious podcast, guys. No, I'm just saying that they were talking about long term, not 9 months from now.
listen, don't be so defensive about it.
I am defensive.
Listen, did you have a kid?
I've had 3.
Yeah, it's going to
Okay.
happen to them too.
So they're talking about baby names, and he said they really like the name Theodore. They're like, we really. I was like, well, Teddy,
You can't
you'd be,
do
You'd be
that.
naming him
Yeah.
after your cousin, you know,
which
He's
would
like,
have the exact same name,
yes,
Theodore Owings.
yes,
Yeah.
But he's like, we really like that name. I was like, well, it's a free country. I guess you can do what you want.
What's Teddy's middle name?
Well, I don't. Should I give it out over everybody? Does it matter?
I don't know. Does it?
I don't know. Theodore James? No, Theodore.
Oh,
Theodore Jacoby?
I think it's Jacoby.
Jacoby.
Yo, both of you. I think it is.
Well, Gus is Augustus James,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then it's Theodore Jacoby.
Okay.
So that's
it
a
in.
cool.
Is it Harrison Kenneth?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the right call. No, none of my kids were at all even closely named after me or anybody. Like
There's no. Yeah.
nobody.
Both of mine were supposed to be Jesse Jr., but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Savannah.
Yeah,
nixed that.
nixed it.
Yeah.
After Matt, she
Oh,
said,
man,
if
I
you have
had
another one.
Such a good joke. I mean, honestly, like in that moment, and I stopped myself from saying it. It was such a good joke.
Are you
But
gonna say it?
I don't know.
Well, now that he's announced it, it kind of takes the bite off
It,
of
it
it.
won't be funny, but in the moment, it would have been very funny. Do you want to say it?
Yeah.
It's a bit inappropriate.
Okay.
So say what you said earlier about both of your kids were supposed to be,
Both of my kids were supposed to be Jesse Jr.
but then Savannah decided she really wanted them to be named after their father instead.
That's a good one. That's good.
And if I said it at the moment,
That would have been
it would have been
funnier.
funnier.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know,
The edge was taken off of
the
it.
edge was taken off of it. That's the thing about a joke.
You can take care of that, post production, right?
I could. I'm not gonna. I've never done anything post production.
No, we did one thing.
I
We took
That's
away his
true.
joke.
the only time we've done anything post production is we took away your Nazi
Still
joke.
think that was a mistake.
Yeah, I know you do. I started. Kevin James has a joke,
Yeah, he had lots of jokes.
and he says that that fitness is about goals. He says, and it's not about everybody, but everyone has their own goals.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
fitness
yeah.
is about goals. And he said, for example, my goal is that I don't jiggle when I brush my teeth,
That's a valid goal.
which is a funny, joke, and so. The other day I was working on a like a door, and I was doing some sanding, and as I was sanding,
You were jiggling.
I felt a little underarm swaying. I was like, "What's that? It's a weird rhythm that I'm feeling. That's not." And it was and so I thought, this should not be.
Yeah.
So I've been doing some push-ups lately, and I don't have the underarm. I was clapping tonight. And I didn't have. I noticed it when I was clapping.
Yeah.
And I didn't have the underarm jiggle from my clap, so I'm feeling good about that. I'm doing push-ups, and you tell me, is this wrong? I've got a perfect push-up thing, but I'm doing girl push-ups. Is that wrong?
You got to
Yeah.
start somewhere.
No.
Can you do a legit push-up
Yeah.
like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. He
Okay.
can. But my thing is, would it be better for me to do
Something is better than nothing.
Would it be better for me to do 40 real push-ups in a day, or 100 of these of the
girl push-ups.
The girl push-ups. But I use this thing called a perfect push-up.
No, I know what
and
it
it makes
is.
it harder. But it'd be better to do 100 girl push-ups than 40 or 30 guy.
I actually agree with that.
I think that's the way it is.
So, listen, I watch a lot of 600-pound Life
yes, you do.
because it makes me feel better about
I would
myself.
like to watch more. If it were up to me, I'd have seen every episode at
Yeah.
least.
I'm caught up on 1,000-pound sisters.
I would never watch that show because there's no hope in that show.
No, they both got the surgery. They're both losing
the
weight.
surgery's not. Anyway.
Anyways, so listen, I was just telling this to Harrison. I've got it in my notes for tonight. The key to losing weight is you burn more calories than you take in.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's
Period.
all it is.
End of discussion.
Eat less.
However
exercise
you
more.
get to that point, there
Right.
are some good, maybe better ways, but
most of these 600-pound people, not all of them, most of them sit on their butt and they
Yes.
don't do anything, and they
true.
just eat. They don't exercise. So
even when they don't eat a lot,
it doesn't matter.
it doesn't really matter because
Right,
they're
right.
burning nothing.
They're burning nothing. So that's the whole point. You got to get up and walk. Go
Yeah.
to the mailbox. Go around the house. Do something.
That's why I
right.
got my Apple Watch. I got to close
So-
my rings tonight.
The point is, something is better than nothing. So like the girl push-ups, I think is better than the boy push-ups
So you
if
see-
you do a lot.
Dan and I, our Apple Watches are connected.
Yeah.
So I get notifications when Dan finishes a workout.
Yeah.
So now, though, knowing what I know, what you just said, the notification should now
It
come in.
doesn't-
Dan finished half a workout.
A girl workout.
It has
Yeah.
a pink ring on it.
Yeah, because normally it's blue. It's now pink.
Yeah, well, those don't though. It probably sends you when I do the elliptical is when
Yeah,
it sends
I get
you
that
the
too.
notification. So yeah, you follow that instinct not to say.
I'm not. I'll say it after
Okay.
the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So anyway, my arms aren't jiggling now. and
Yeah.
that makes me happy. But I'm gonna keep on doing. Doing the push-ups.
I've got 2 pieces of exercise equipment that we're going to move. We're
Okay.
going to try to sell and get rid of.
Okay.
One's an exercise bike.
All right.
The other one is like it's a treadmill, and it goes up and down individual
It's a
pedals.
stepper.
It's like a stepper, but also a treadmill.
Okay. All right.
So I need to sell that, right?
Jesse might buy it from you.
Nah, I'm in the market for an elliptical, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
he
listen,
needs elliptical.
we'll talk after this.
But what's the other thing? Is the
like
a bike?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah, it's okay. I would probably get $50 out of it.
Okay.
It's something. But I was thinking about what's the Mount Rushmore of exercise equipment, right?
I would say
Stationary bike,
stationary bike. Weights,
treadmill.
treadmill, yoga mat.
Well, maybe. I don't know. We were watching a YouTube video before we left the house. Do you remember? We never saw it, I guess, because we're not old enough. But if you go back just a couple generations ahead of us,
Richard Simmons.
there's that machine
Oh, sorry.
that has a belt that
Oh, the
wraps
shaker?
around you, and it shakes and it vibrates.
I'd love
I'll
to
bet
have
it
one
works.
of those.
Well, see, I think it would work.
I'll bet it's better than nothing.
I'm
Something
sure that
is
it's
better than nothing.
I think we should bring it back.
Yes, I agree.
I really do.
What's it called?
It's like
Ab
a-
shaker.
No,
Ab?
see there's an ab stimulator. It's not ab, it's like a shaker, like a belt shaker. I would call it a belt
Exercise shaker.
shaker. Exercise belt shaker.
Belt shaker exercise machine.
Yeah.
Oh, they have newer, updated versions that
How much?
like $350 between
See?
$250
You
and
know what?
$350.
For
We
your
all
he-
kick in 100.
For your health, isn't it worth it?
Oh,
Jason?
here's a Power Plate Pro 7.
Oh, man.
Body
the Power
vibration. That is 14,000.
Okay, does
That
it
better
work?
turn me into Brad Pitt in a week. Like, just it better change everything.
So
I
we
better
could
grow
buy-
hair after I use that.
Listen, we could buy an antique
For-
vintage one.
$14,000, and that thing is new.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The
Pro-
Power Plate Pro 7 Power Plate whole body vibration system.
Okay, yeah, I'm in. I'm good.
$14,000.
Can we talk to Y into buying it and we just
Jeez, that's insane.
Yeah, so
I mean, I'm thinking about
hey,
it.
but they do offer free shipping on it.
Okay, that's good. I'll have to raise my Amazon
so
card
it
limit.
Also has like the resistance bands
Oh, I don't want-
attached
I
to
don't-
it.
I don't like that.
And, this is like a whole thing.
Yeah,
This is
no,
stupid.
This is no good.
This is dumb.
what's the Chuck Norris thing that he thinks?
the
Bowflex?
The Bowflex.
Oh, Bowflex is great. And then what was the one that the chick that was on Three's Company used to do, where it was like the thigh
the Thigh Master.
Thigh Master. That was
Yeah.
a big one. The 80s was a great time for like
Exercise equipment.
fitness gadgets.
Do you remember we had that spring-loaded sit-up thing?
I loved the spring-loaded sit-up thing. Yes, I do remember that.
I wish we had a spring-loaded sit-up
yes.
thing.
They I saw a little. Have you seen the Office
Yeah,
bikes?
yeah.
You know, where you can put them on your desk and you ride while you're on your desk. It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty great. We also watched a YouTube thing about the electronic ab stimulator, where it triggers your muscles. Do you think that works?
Yes, I'm 100% sure that it works.
And you don't have one.
No. How much is it, do you think?
I don't. I think $100.
It's probably 4 easy installments of whatever it is.
Yeah. Jesse, what you got over there?
I'm seeing that it doesn't appear that they were very effective. And the marketers who marketed those had to pay a $7 million fine for exaggerating fitness
checks out.
claims to consumers.
That checks out.
So, yeah, nope, not gonna work. It'd still be fun to have one. I just stand there.
I know. I think it would be fantastic. I think it'd be fun, and it would be.
Here's the
Good
thing.
for
Here's what I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I need to exercise more, and I'm really trying to. In fact, yesterday or 2 days ago, well, I was telling Erica. So up on the roof here, we have like a chair set up, and we can watch the sunset or whatever. And it's just you're by yourself up there on the roof.
Yeah.
And I was walking around last night, walking around the roof, and I told Erica, I was like, this is where the Ninja Turtles
Oh yeah.
work out.
Yeah.
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 I said, this
Rooftops.
I was like, this is actually a great like workout spot. I said, I could do jump rope up. I could get a jump rope up here, and I could just get up on the roof and
You
do
could
a
do
jump
naked jump ropes.
rope. I could. I mean, I'd have to be in a there's some spots I wouldn't be exposed, but I'd have to be in a specific place. But I said, and I was telling her about that. And then when we were at Walmart yesterday, and on the end caps there was a jump rope, and she's like, "You could get the jump rope. You said you wanted it." It was like $5. I was like, I don't know. Should we get it? And
it's not a very good
and
deal.
Michaela walks up while we're talking about it. Michaela walks up and she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Well, I think I'm gonna get the jump rope." She's like, "Where are you going to jump rope?" She was already like...
Well, first of all, your loft has ginormous ceilings.
Yeah, but we have neighbors underneath us, and so...
We're underneath you now.
Well, yeah, that's true. And she was all attitude about it. She said, "Where are you going to jump rope?" She was just very skeptical of my jump roping. I said, "I'm going to go on the roof and jump rope." She goes, "You're going to..." She's like, You're going to jump rope on the roof?"
You're going to go up the stairs and jump rope.
She's like, "Are you serious? You're going to jump rope on the..." And I said, "Yeah, I'm going to jump rope on the roof." She goes, "They're going to hear it in the basement."
Dust and pebbles start falling from the roof of the basement. What is
There's
that?
2 empty floors above us.
There's 5 empty above the basement. The basement of the building. There's 5 giant, 20-foot floors in between.
I don't think
So-
I could live with Michaela. I would have zero self-confidence and self-esteem.
Yeah, she will
like-
put you down.
Yeah.
She puts you in your place. Yeah, she was serious about it. It was, it was hurtful. And
Her go-to is just insult people.
yes,
I walked
she's-
in here a couple weeks ago and I had a shirt on, and she instantly looks at me and goes, "I hate that shirt."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh."
she'll tell you how it is.
Yeah.
she will tell you how it is. So anyway, that happened. I got another. I got other stuff.
I have
but
stuff.
you
I
got-
have one
you
thing
got
that
stuff.
we could. I don't know if this is. A
It's
Mount
really
Rushmore.
nothing. It's really nothing. It's just enough to say that I have a condition.
Of
Well, that every time I pee, every time I urinate,
yeah.
I giggle. It says I looked it up online. It's a case of PPTE. PPTE.
PPT.
It's every time you urinate, you giggle.
Do you really giggle?
No, I don't know why. I just thought of the word teehee and PP together.
So
and
you're
I
just
thought-
now putting together a
And
joke.
I just thought teehee PP. I mean, what is that? That's something.
That's
You know,
something.
if you giggle every time you urinate,
I figured
Save it.
it's
I
like
think it might have been better if it was pee-hee-hee. Pee-hee-hee.
I like teehee.
Teehee.
Because teehee is specifically giggling.
PPTT.
What are the
Tee-hee's more of a chuckle.
what is the Mount Rushmore of laugh words? Ha
Ha ha ha ha.
ha ha.
Hee-hee.
Teehee hee hee. Teehee is ho ho. That belongs on the list. So ha ha ho ho.
Hee
Teehee.
Hoo.
Yeah, I guess.
All the syllables.
Yeah. Hi.
All right, that's nothing. What were you gonna say?
So listen, we're trying to avoid the toilet talk. I totally
Then,
get this.
then don't go there, Jason.
I know, but we're not going to talk about the functioning on the toilet. We're talking about you have time that you're sitting on the toilet or the oilet.
Why
Hours.
God
whatever.
invented cell phones.
Yep.
The question is, what did we do before cell phones? What is the Mount Rushmore of
Took
things?
much quicker poops.
The Reader's Digest is a really good one.
Reader's Digest is a good one. You know another good one? Sears Catalog.
Sears catalog is great.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean, you listen,
Sharper Image is a good one too.
Sharper Image is a good one.
Catalogs are good. Magazines are good.
Like Farmer's
Reader's
Almanac?
Digest, Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
the back of shampoo bottles, things like that.
a newspaper is fine.
Oh, that's on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, I would say news. Do we want to do this? The
Let's
Mount Rushmore
do it.
of things other than your phone,
Yes.
or things before 1990,
Oh, before 2000.
before 2000. But let's just say before 1990.
When was the look up the first iPhone. When was the first iPhone?
I would say
I'm going to say
2000.
2007.
I'm going to
Calling
say
it.
5.
What's crazy is it wasn't that long ago.
I know.
And we are tied to these things.
You know, like YouTube is only like 15 years old, which is weird.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I would say the newspaper.
This is
Boom. I nailed it. June 29th of 2007.
wow.
There it is.
2007. When were you born? The iPhone is as old as Harrison.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But it keeps on updating, unlike him. Keep getting better versions of him. I don't know why.
Okay, Michaela.
I don't know why I'm mean to Harrison. He really has only been nice to me ever.
A first generation iPhone sold recently for $40,000.
Yeah,
That's so
it's
stupid.
ridiculous. That's so stupid.
Okay, so this
Newspaper.
is 20th century toilet reading.
Newspaper,
Yeah.
Reader's Digest.
Yeah.
I mean, both of those guys.
I'm going to say Sears catalog.
Sears catalog's pretty good, and maybe Farmer's Almanac. That might be it.
Yeah.
that's it.
Pretty good.
I miss those days.
Those are some great days.
Yeah.
The Sears catalog is always good because there's like 800 pages.
Yeah.
There's a lot of content in that thing.
What's your current go-to game on the toilet, on your phone?
I don't do that.
Oh, you don't play a game?
No.
I play with ironically, and I just realized it's called Royal. And it's called Royal Match. I thought it was called Royal Flush. I play Royal Match.
I tweet on the toilet.
I was literally gonna say he doesn't play games. He's just on Twitter all the time.
I've recently
No
rediscovered
big deal,
Twitter.
but I'm on
Yeah.
I'm on level 1039.
Okay,
on
let's
Royal
hit the
Match.
Netflix.
So
Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime. Or
Jason.
something like that, like YouTube.
we'll make it work. Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
My Netflix suggestion of the week. I watched this with Harrison 2 or 3 nights ago
Okay.
on Netflix.
Okay.
Monty Python, Life of Brian.
Oh.
So Holy Grail is also on there. Holy Grail is the classic.
The Life
it's
of
the
Brian
best.
is a little bit more sacrilegious.
Very much so.
Yes.
It's not what you would call a good Christian show.
I don't really watch that one. I don't never
Have
really
you
watched
watched it?
I've started watching it. And I
It's
was like,
worth
nope.
watching once. There's some stuff in there. It's actually. Did you like it, Harrison? Yeah. It was better than I thought.
better than Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
No, Holy Grail is the
It's
Holy
the
Grail.
Holy Grail.
Yeah. But Life of Brian was aight.
Okay.
But they make a joke in there. It's in the first third of the movie. And this was 1979 when this movie came out. So this is 40 some years old.
Sure.
They made a joke about a man wanted to become a woman.
And it's hilarious.
And it's hilarious.
Yes.
And they drill it and they're like, "Well, you're not a woman." He's like, "But it's my right as a man to be a woman."
Yeah.
And so he's like, "And I want to have babies."
Yeah.
Like, "You want to have babies?"
Yeah.
But you're a man. He's like, "But it's my right as a man, if I wanted to have babies, to have babies."
Sure.
They did this joke 40-some years ago, and it's relevant today.
Prophetic.
It's more relevant today than it was then.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's crazy.
Those guys wouldn't make that joke today, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
They're all
They
woke.
call us bigots for it.
It's hilarious, is
That's
what it is.
And I'll just say that's not why Jesse is a bigot.
No.
there are many other reasons. Yeah.
I've been bleeped because of one of the reasons.
Yeah. What's your Netflix?
My Netflix suggestion of the week can be found on Apple TV Plus.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Pretentious much?
No big deal.
Soft flex.
I got Apple TV Plus for 3 months free. I don't know when it's going away, so I'd better finish watching the show. Erica doesn't like it as much as I do, but I think you'll like it. It's called Hello Tomorrow. Here's the premise. So the Billy Crudup, if you know who he is, he's the lead actor. But here's the premise. It seems to be, although it doesn't explicitly say, it seems to be in the future. But this is like they're living in the world that in 1950 they envisioned as the future.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like the contraptions and stuff
Yeah.
are all things that like we don't have, like the cars hover and stuff, but
they,
everything
like-
looks,
Yeah.
acts, talks like the 1950s. And like he's got this thing where he's like talking, where he's like narrating something or whatever. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, and it's transposing what he says. Dictating. There it is. And it's hooked up to a typewriter. And as he's dictating it, the typewriter's like typing it
That's
out on
pretty
its
cool.
own.
Yeah.
And then he accidentally says the wrong word. He's like, and he pulls the paper out in order to start again, you know. So it's a lot of this kind of stuff. They go to a baseball game, and it's very funny. Like the guys are like throwing these like balls of light at each other, and they like float around in the air. So it's what someone in like 1950.
It's a modern day version of what they thought the 1950s would look like in the future.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
and it centers around this guy, and I've only watched 2 episodes, who is a salesman for a real estate company that is selling homes on the moon. And you can go live on the moon. And so he's going into these neighborhoods. We can get you, it's cheaper than you think it is, and everything can be new and fresh, and you can go live on the moon, and how wonderful that'll be. And so they're selling, and it's him and a couple other guys that are selling property on the moon. And they're kind of going from town to town and giving these pitches and having these meetings and stuff like that. And there is a creepiness to the whole thing. Like there's like an uneasiness.
Yeah.
Like you've not seen anything super. Like you've realized in the first couple episodes that not everything is what it seems.
Yeah.
There's some kind of like underneath that you're not aware of.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is yet.
An evil underbelly.
They've never shown us the moon on this show. Like not once have they've been on the moon.
Yeah.
We've never seen what this looks like. You've seen like the pictures that they're showing when they're talking about it. But and that's all I know. It's called Hello Tomorrow, and it's on Apple TV Plus. It's really well done and very clean. Like I've watched 2 episodes, and there hasn't been it. Now watch episode 3 will be like a horrible. But all I can vouch for is the first 2 episodes. Okay,
You can check everything up: blood, guts,
It's
sex,
got
language.
all of it. Well, the first 2 episodes have been pretty clean, and I've really enjoyed it. It's funny, but not like ha funny.
Yeah, interesting
right?
funny.
It's not Seinfeld funny,
Yeah.
but it's like quirky funny.
Yeah.
So I really like it. It's got what's the guy's name? He's a lot of the voices on The Simpsons, and he was in that
Aziz,
Aziz Ansari. No, I know who you're talking about.
not that guy.
You're right though. Who are you saying?
Whoever that guy
I
is.
can't think of him. He was on that Mystery Men.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
What is his name?
I don't know. If Preston was here.
If Preston was here, he would have figured it out by now. He wouldn't even know what to look up.
Nope.
So
I have
anyway,
no clue.
It's called. I mean, you could.
He's not even listening.
You
right
could have
now.
looked up, the cast to Hello Tomorrow and read a couple of names, and then you could have. I just my problem is I can't really move on until I know.
This is.
I found this on the web for what's the cast of Hello Tomorrow.
Okay.
Check it out.
Oh my.
Check it out.
Billy Crudup.
No.
Jack
Hank Azaria.
Billings.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting to.
It's Hank Azaria.
I was close.
And I like Hank Azaria a
he's
lot.
very funny.
Very funny guy. So anyway, I really like it. I've also started watching Picard season 3.
Yeah.
It's better than season 2.
I haven't watched one.
I stopped watching season 2 because it was so bad. But season 3 brings back all the old cast. Riker, LaForge. You meet LaForge's daughter.
But
not
LaForge-
blind. Twist.
But LaForge has eyes now.
Now he has eyes.
I don't like that.
I think he always had eyes.
No,
I just
they
think
were
he
like
couldn't see.
they were like white.
Yeah.
Like there's no pupils.
Yeah, it was like glazed over or something like that. Well, now he can see.
I don't like that.
And everybody's coming back. Beverly Crusher. Come
She's
on.
killing it.
She's 74 years old. I looked it up. 74.
I know what you're gonna say. We're not gonna say it.
Anyway, it's not good. It's I want to say it's good. It could be good.
Yeah.
No, the producers or the makers of the show, it doesn't really matter what I say. You've already made the show.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, forget all this new stuff that you're doing with these new Picard characters.
stop.
Nobody gives a crap about them.
Yeah, just bring
I
back
want
the old
more
guys.
Picard. I
Yes,
want more Riker.
yes.
I want more Beverly. I want more LaForge. Bring in Chief O'Brien if you can.
Yes.
Worf has shown up. I like that. Give
Yeah.
me Worf with the white beard.
Deanna
Yes.
Troi?
All day. Deanna Troi? Deanna Troi? Yeah, I want all of those people. And I know they're horrible actors.
Yeah.
They've never been good actors. Picard is.
He's the only one.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
But
I would say Geordie's a good actor.
you don't believe that.
Reading Rainbow.
The only the Reading Rainbow. The only other good actor is Data,
Yeah.
but it's not hard to act like a robot. So we don't know if he's a good actor. That's one of the easiest acting gigs you can find.
Well, he was in Master of Disguise.
Exactly. So his career hasn't exactly been amazing, but anyway, just bring them all back. I know they're
Yes,
no
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I know they can't act, but we want that nostalgia. Give us
Yes.
that nostalgia. I don't care about this new chick. They're checking off every woke category they
Yeah.
can with her. Is
Is she a pansexual?
She's black.
Okay.
She is a lesbian.
Okay.
She is a drug addict.
Okay.
And she's a woman, So she's
Wow. Is she?
I guess. I think. I don't know. She hits every single. It's like they wanted one of everything, and they just picked her, and she was going to be one of everything.
Well,
right?
they kind of have that already with the crew.
I know they've got all of that stuff. I don't know why you need to do that. So, and she's horrible. She's no good. Even her storyline, I don't care about.
I am so sick and tired of Disney and all these.
I know.
Just feeding us this woke junk.
I'm nervous
It's
about The
junk.
Mandalorian. I've only seen episode 1, but I'm nervous. That
Well,
they're
they got
gonna-
rid of.
I know they got rid of Gina Carano.
Yeah.
Which, let's face it, she wasn't a great actress. Like,
No, but I like that character.
but the character was cool as long
Yeah.
in little pieces.
But
it-
they gave
it
us
worked
Katie
out.
Sackhoff.
You're a fan.
I love Katie Sackhoff.
Have you seen Longmire?
I feel like maybe.
Yeah, she's in like every episode of Longmire. So
No, I actually haven't seen it,
okay,
but I like some Katie Sackhoff.
fine. It feels like she could beat me up.
She
Oh.
could. She could.
I was expecting something different with how enthusiastic you were about liking Katie Sackhoff. But
Listen,
okay,
This is
whatever.
not the podcast where we talk about girls and look them up and then rate them. Okay, that's even I'm against that. Okay,
No, I wasn't saying rate them, but he was enthusiastic, and I was like, why is he so enthusiastic? And I figured
her personality, Jesse. Okay, she's got a wonderful, charming,
It's called
warm
RBF.
personality. She does have that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm attracted to. I'm sorry. On the list of things, that's at the top.
that's it, huh?
That's why.
Just stop while you're behind. What else do we have to talk about? I got stuff.
I mean, I had a suggestion.
All right, what do you got,
Netflix?
Jeff?
So R.I.P.D.
I know of it,
It's
yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
You like Ryan Reynolds?
I like Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds.
he likes
I
Ryan
like Ryan Reynolds. I mean, there hasn't been a movie of his that I've watched that I didn't like.
He also owns Mint Mobile
Have you seen the Green
Yeah.
and a soccer company, a
Yeah.
soccer franchise.
Football Club?
Yeah.
Have you?
Bit of an
have you seen the
entrepreneur
Green,
myself,
Have you seen the
so-
Green Hornet? Not very.
I have
good.
not.
It's not.
I have
good.
not. No. No, it's about he dies, and then instead of going to heaven or hell, he's kind of in this area where he is now a police officer of this kind of middle world where
Is The Rock in it? Sounds like a movie that The Rock.
no,
would be
but
in.
The Rock would have been good in it probably.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, Kid Rock.
Chris Rock has a new comedy special out.
I
Apparently,
watched it.
Oh, was it good?
Filthy
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
of course.
and funny.
why I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was funny.
He addresses Will Smith.
He does. He addresses Will Smith thing. It's anti-woke. I mean, for the most part. Like, he
Sure.
does a bit on abortion. I know, like, we don't really touch this stuff because
No.
I don't like it.
Sure.
But it was kind of like Dave Chappelle's abortion rant
Yeah.
when he did his special.
Yes,
It's like,
uh-huh.
I believe you have the right to have an abortion. As a woman,
That's
you
what
have
Chris
that right.
Rock says.
But I also believe that you have the right to murder your baby because it's a baby.
Yeah. So that's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's basically
he's
what
calling
saying.
it what it is.
He's calling it what it is.
but
and-
he's also somehow saying the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow that's worse.
I
maybe.
think. Well, he also brags about how many he's paid for.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
You know.
that's even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the point is
yeah, there's no way I'm watching that.
Yeah.
I mean, I might.
that the whole thing wasn't about abortion.
It's enough.
It was Chris Rock.
It's Chris Rock being Chris Rock.
It's Chris Rock being Chris Rock.
I think Chris Rock is a funny guy, obviously, because
I
he's
would
a
not watch
comedian.
it with kids in the room.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
how. I mean, it was.
But
it
Jason watched it with all of his kids in the room.
was, Teddy, Gus,
Yeah, this is a good one.
sit around the TV.
R.I.P.D.
It's all right.
But it has Ryan Reynolds
Brooklyn
in it.
Has
Decker.
Ryan-
Brooklyn Decker's in it, right?
Who's that?
Brooklyn Decker.
The blonde. Like he's in her body to start with.
Oh no, that's the dude that played.
It doesn't matter.
It's
This
the other
is so
guy.
boring.
It's
This is really boring.
it's a good show. It was all right.
Okay. What you got?
What do I got?
Oh, I got stuff.
Have you ever been by yourself
Uh-huh.
and needed to sneeze?
Yeah.
And so you decide nobody's around. I'm just going to really commit to this one. I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not going to cover it up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to withhold any of it. This is going to be the sneeze of all sneezes
Yeah.
because nobody's around.
I do that when people are around.
And I
was
just,
gonna say,
I
yeah,
mean,
I
I
don't-
put my feet about shoulder width apart. You know what I mean? I haunch down a little bit, and I just really, just get into it, and it's
Yeah.
a wonderful feeling. I feel like I feel like it clears my lungs almost.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
you're so used to like muffling your sneezes.
Not me.
Around people.
I let
Yeah.
them loose.
Are you a yeller when you sneeze? Do you
No,
scream?
I don't. No, I don't scream. I
Yeah.
just get as much airflow as possible.
Do you yell when you sneeze? You seem like a sneeze yeller.
I
to
mean,
me.
this is kind of the reason I have to go to the chiropractor every week because I just do those big sneezes.
You
all
throw
the
your
time.
back out sneezing.
It's just.
It's all. Yeah.
You yell when you sneeze.
Oh yeah.
It's probably also the weight.
Yeah. Because the yell is really because I'm in pain because lots
So
of weight.
here's another question.
Okay.
How many to live a normal lifestyle? Okay.
Okay.
How many dogs could you have in your life and still be considered to live a normal lifestyle? So, for instance,
Okay.
we have one dog. You have one dog.
Yes.
You have. Well, you have
I
a kennel,
one.
but you have
Yeah,
one dog.
I have one of mine.
right?
Yeah.
Surely 2 dogs is acceptable. You could live a
I would
normal
say
life.
2 dogs becomes
2
acceptable.
dogs.
I was just watching Caesar Milan. Do you know who Caesar Milan is?
Yes.
The dog whisperer.
Yeah, he's great.
He's great, and he had to sit down this lady. She had 3 pit bulls, and
Yeah.
he said, "Listen, you got to get rid of one of these.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
Yeah.
I will rehabilitate him, and I'll find him a good home. But this is too much for you.
It was too much.
This
Yeah.
is too much.
So you're getting on that line where
3, you're starting to be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
it also depends on your situation. Like if you live out on a farm and you got a
Right,
lot
right.
of land,
Right.
and these dogs can just run.
they're work dogs.
3 dogs does not seem ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is that maximum amount?
I mean, even in the farm situation, once you get to 5,
Yeah.
I'm starting to be like, oh.
The-
What if you drive a sled?
Well, that's different. I don't think that counts. Let's just say suburban living. Let's just get rid of all of those weird farm because
Yeah.
because a work dog is a different thing, even
So
if it's a farm dog.
there's
Let's
this-
say suburban living.
Yeah.
How many dogs is too many dogs?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. Yeah.
That's it. And I wouldn't have.
yeah.
I think 2 is too many. But
Yeah, I
There's-
just came from a place. My friend's parents have 5 dogs, and they're all big-ish dogs, like pit bulls and
Yeah,
bigger. And I would say that 5 is excessive.
Well, size and breed make a big. Like obviously, 5 Great Danes would be like crazy, right? They're ginormous. If you had 5 Chihuahuas, that's not going to be that big of a thing, right? They're much smaller, less poop, less everything,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
So size, age, I would think make a difference.
Still,
like if you had a bunch of
5
Five's a
Chihuahuas
lot.
running around is too many. You know what I mean? Even though they're small and they don't eat a lot, it's too many dogs.
yeah.
It's too many.
Now listen, I love
5 is too many.
I
4
love
is the
families
limit.
who have lots of dogs and who go on vacations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do.
You know,
but
I profit. If it were up to me, everyone would have 10 dogs.
that's one of Jesse's multiple streams of income.
Yeah. There's this documentary, and I don't know what it is, or I'd tell you, but you could look it up and find it. I think the guy's name is Danny, is one of the guy's name, and there's another guy. They're 2. It's a gay couple. They do horses, and they have something like 30. No, sorry. They show horses. Okay, and they have something like 30 dogs that live with them, and they all have their crates and their kennels and their cages
I don't
in
like
different
this.
rooms, and they let them in and out. It's a madhouse. There's a whole show on it.
Are they the type of people that their dogs are their children?
Maybe
Listen, I love those people too, but it's
the
ridiculous.
fur babies.
Yeah.
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 It's tough, man. I mean,
Yeah.
we lost a dog this past summer. It was tougher than I thought.
I know.
Boomer's been
I
walking.
saw the video.
Boomer's been walking a lot
Ugh.
slower,
Yeah.
and I'm confronting Boomer's imminent death. I sat down. I had a talk with him.
With Boomer.
With Boomer,
Yeah.
and I said, "Listen, 4 years. That's what I need from you. I need 4 more years
To get Abby.
Abby will be 18. She'll
Yeah.
be on her way out. I just need you to get 4 more
He's
years."
not going to make it 4 years.
He's relatively healthy, but he has been walking slower. And today, we in the van.
How
sits low.
old is he?
He's almost 13.
Yeah.
So we opened up the side door today and said, "Okay, get in the van." And he walked up to it and he just looked at it and he looked at me. He's like, "I'm not doing this."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm not jumping in there." And so I kind of had to help him in.
Yeah.
So he is getting older.
Should you preemptively take care of things?
I've thought about it,
Yeah.
but I don't think I'm gonna. I just hope I'm the one that finds him.
Yes.
I just don't want the kids, specifically Abby, to be the one. that
Michaela
finds him.
wouldn't care. She would make fun of it.
No, she's heartless.
She'd be
But
like, look, we're having hot dogs for dinner.
yeah. I was just thinking that. She's hey, Dad, Boomer's dead.
Yeah.
Don't have to go grocery shopping.
gone.
Hey, can we sell this dog food?
So yeah. So
Hey,
yeah.
can I keep the money if I sell the dog
Mostly
food?
Abby and Erica would be the ones that I don't want to find them.
Yeah.
But yeah. We ended the
My-
show very
Listen,
sadly.
I was in a chiropractor appointment No, acupuncture technically.
Uh-huh.
And the lady doing the acupuncture,
You would do acupuncture.
it was great.
Mm-hmm.
It's fake.
You
No,
probably
it was
heard it.
great.
It's not real.
It's probably
It's
someone in
great.
his entrepreneurial podcast that makes $20,000 a year selling garbage.
No,
and he's
anyway.
like, you got to get acupuncture. Anyway.
Well, no, she put the needles in, left, and she's gone for like 30 minutes. Comes back in and takes all the needles out and stuff, and I'm paying. And they're like, "Did you hear what happened?" I'm like, "No." They said their dog just died. I was like, "Oh," I was like at their house. No, their dog was here. So in the room directly across from me, their dog was just chilling
Just died.
and just died right there. I think that's why she left like 4 needles in my back. I'm still
Yeah.
kind of feeling it.
Do you think dogs go to heaven?
No.
Yes. Yeah.
No, not
No.
a chance.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Some people believe that when they sacrificed the animals, the reason the smoke went straight up was because it was the spirit of the animal going up into heaven.
Could be. Now, here's the thing. I used to be. I don't even know what this show is anymore.
Nobody knows.
And we don't even have the music.
I know
outro,
the whole
do
thing
we?
is off.
This whole
I don't
show
like
is
it.
off.
Is this
from
like
the very beginning.
minute 82?
No, we're
Like,
done.
are
Could
we
either
done?
be minute
We are
8 or
done.
82.
Is the music
We're in
playing
the
over us
netherworld.
currently?
Explain.
This
Okay,
is
listen.
like the what do they call that in Ant-Man? This is where we're
The
at.
quantum realm.
Yeah, we're in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
Everything's
okay.
different.
Should I save my
No.
animals in heaven
go
thing?
ahead.
Sure, tell us why there are animals in heaven.
Jesus comes back on a horse. Of course, there's animals in
There's
heaven.
at least
At least
a white
a
horse.
horse.
There's at least a horse. If there's
Actually,
a horse,
there's at least four horses.
horsemen.
Wait,
Well, those
there's
are
5.
horsemen, yeah.
So for the 4 horsemen, well, you think they're
On one
could
horse?
Jesus be one of the horsemen?
no? He's not. So
I mean, do you
one
think
of
they
the-
share a
but
horse?
what are the horse people called? Centaurs? Maybe they're
Centaurs.
maybe the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are centaurs.
They double up.
They could be.
Like-
What's that? What else is a horseman? But a centaur, right? That changes everything.
Do I get to be a centaur in heaven?
If
you
you
want
want
to be.
yeah.
Or if you are a centaur with
You're gonna have to
wings.
do some shady things,
Listen,
though.
So if dogs go to heaven, does that mean all animals go to heaven?
I believe good boys go to heaven.
You're the goodest boy. Cats. I mean, come on.
No, cats go straight
to
to hell.
To hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
Cats are evil.
Possums, raccoons.
Now, it's
Yes.
a good thing Preston's not here today. They're cat people.
Yeah, of course
So-
they are. Of
There's
course.
there's a line. If you would eat it, it's not going to heaven.
Then dogs aren't going to heaven.
If you would eat it,
Yep.
you eat dog.
No.
I mean, listen, when people leave their dogs at our house and they don't pick them up and they don't pay, got to do something with them.
All right. This
the
is
show.
Dan signing off for Jason, reminding you to keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo, boo, sit. Good dog.
I have spoken.
9-9.
Honestly, the whole thing without the music felt weird.
It did. It felt like we never really got started.
I know.
It just like.
That's might be.